Financial literacy is such a scam. Truly some of the most disgusting content you'll find on YouTube. And somehow this whole industry just thrives because, I don't know, I guess poor people go to YouTube thinking that they're going to learn something, which makes the whole thing even worse because to me, the problem is not that the information is bad. Typically, they're telling you something that's true. The problem is that this information is being marketed to the wrong people. Financial literacy is not about how you make a bunch of money. It's about what you do with the money you already have. It's investing. It's how you turn $10,000 into $12,000. If you have $0, you need to get a better job. You're not going to invest your way into some money. The closest you can do is gambling. And they'll never call it gambling. They'll act like they're doing something other than gambling. But no, that's all you're doing. Trying to turn no money into some money. It's like, no, something's going to go wrong there. All these financial influencer guys on here, what they'll do is they know you don't know any of this stuff. So they're going to try to throw a bunch of jargon at you. It's like, oh, you need to start an S Corp and then an LLC, and you take your family trust and you put it in a 503C, and they know that you're at home taking notes, writing all this stuff down, thinking that somehow if you understand all of this technical jargon, eventually that'll translate into wealth. But it's like, be around some rich people for a while. You'll figure out that's not what rich people do. All of these things that they're teaching you, it's not how you make money. These are all tax dodges. These are all things to limit the liability of the money you already have. You can do all of this sophisticated credit swap, tax dodge kind of stuff, but all you're really doing is moving money around. You're not bringing in more money. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose your shirt. It happens all the time. I feel like the whole financial literacy industry is kind of predicated on this myth that rich people must be smart because they're rich. And if you're poor, the thing that you're lacking is information. If you just have this information, you won't be poor anymore. It's like, no, what you're lacking is money. One thing that gets mixed into financial literacy is like saving and just sort of common sense ways to not lose all of your money. You see this sometimes with like rappers or like athletes, where they're like, yeah, I got my first check and I bought 10 cars and man, I went broke. I didn't have financial literacy. It's like, no, that was just you buying a bunch of cars. You knew what you were doing. It's common sense. If you spend all your money, you're not going to have money. That's not financial literacy. That's just not being an idiot. And I think anybody who's going to go through the work of going to YouTube to watch financial literacy videos, it's not like you have that problem. You have the opposite problem. You have no money now. I remember seeing some interview with like an NBA player. He was talking about like, I grew up poor, single mother. We didn't have financial literacy. It's like, if you were poor, financial literacy wasn't going to help you out anyways. You need to stop being poor first. Then once you get some money, you can invest it, and that'll keep you from sliding back into poverty. People love saying that we should teach this stuff in schools. It's like, why? Kids don't have any money. What are they going to do with that? It's like, no, you need to focus on getting some money first. Then once you get some money, you can open a retirement account or something. It's not that hard. You just fill out a form. If not, there's a guy there who can help you fill out the form. That's his job. Hopefully what I'm saying here makes some sense. If it doesn't make sense, I recommend you take my course. Only $900, and I will teach you the secrets of money.